In this video, we're going to take a look at how to find the area of a kite, a parallelogram, and a trapezoid. So, first of all, let's just make sure we are totally familiar with all the different shapes that we need at this point. So we should all know what a circle is. You should recognize the three different types of triangle, the equilateral, isosceles, and right angle. Not to mention that if it doesn't fit one of those categories, it's going to be a scalene triangle. And there's some notes there about each of the three types. And then, of course, you should be familiar with the different types of quadrilateral, right? So a quadrilateral means a shape with four sides, and you should already know how to find the area of a square or a rectangle. And today we're going to focus in on these last three. Now, I will just say that a rhombus is very similar in finding the area to a parallelogram. In fact, it's just a type of parallelogram where all the sides are the same. So we can apply the same rules that we find today into a rhombus. Right, okay, so let's take a look at the area formulas. Now, in this video, we're not going to prove these, but here they are. So for the parallelogram, we look at the base length and we multiply it by the perpendicular height. That means the straight up height at 90 degrees. To find the area of a trapezoid or a trapezium, in English, then that will mean we look at the two parallel sides, the A and the B in the example. We add them together. So that's this part here. Then we multiply by the perpendicular height again, the straight up distance between A and B. That's that bit there. We get those two things, multiply them together, and then we either divide by 2 or multiply by a half. All right. And then finally, the kite. We look at the diagonals of a kite and we find those two diagonals, multiply them together, and then multiply by a half or divide by 2. And that is how we are going to find the area of a kite. So now let's put that into practice and let's see if we can use those formulas for some examples. So here's a kite. We can see that straight across between two diagonals we have 5, and the diagonals going from the bottom to the top, that's 8. So we have to do 5 times 8 times a half. So, well, 5 times 8 is going to be 40. 40 times a half is, of course, 20. So our area here is 20 centimeters squared. Now, here's a compound shape. So it's a shape made up of different shapes. We have to identify the two shapes that make this up first. So the left-hand side shape is a parallelogram. And to work out that, we are going to do the base length, which we can see is 4, times the perpendicular height, which we can see is 2. So our parallelogram area is 8 centimeters squared. Now, the shape on the right-hand side, this is a trapezoid. So we need to get the two parallel sides and add them together. So that's 8 plus 12. Then we're going to multiply by the perpendicular height. That's the distance between those things, and that's 3. And then we're going to times that by a half. So just to make sure we're totally understanding where this is coming from, right? Our formula was to add those two perpendicular sides, the two parallel sides together, times them by the perpendicular distance, and then times a half. So that's all I'm doing in this example. Right, so we're going to have a half times, 8 plus 12 is 20 times 3, and 20 times 3 is 60. So we've got a half times 60. So a half times 60 is, of course, 30 centimeters squared. So the combined area of the shape will be the 8 centimeters squared from the parallelogram plus the 30 centimeters squared from the trapezoid, and that is, of course, 38 centimeters squared. Okay, let's go on to a couple more complicated examples. Let's see if we can do this. Now, the first shape in A is made up of 2 parallelograms. And if we think about this, they're going to be exactly the same because their bases are the same, 8 and 8, and their height is the same, 4 and 4. So all we have to do is just work out one of them and double it. So to work out the area of a parallelogram, I'm going to do 4 times 8. Well, that's going to be 32. So I've got 32 centimeters squared here, another 32 centimeters squared here. So overall, I have 32 plus another 32, and that is 64 centimeters squared. Now, on the right-hand side, I have a triangle and I have a trapezoid. So the triangle, first, I've got to do the base times the height, so 4 times 5, but I need to remember to divide by 2 because it is a triangle. So 4 times 5 is 20, divided by 2 is 10, and we're in centimeters squared units. The trapezoid underneath, well, the two parallel sides are 4 and 12. So we're going to add those two things together. We're going to multiply that by the perpendicular height, which we can see is 6. And we have to multiply by a half as well. Now, I haven't got a calculator, so let's see if we can do this in a clever way to work it out without having to do anything too complicated with multiplication. Well, 12 plus 4 is 16. Now, 16 times 6 is too difficult for me, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply the half and the 6. So that just becomes a 3. So I'm going to have 16 times 3, and that's something I can do in my head. So 16 times 3, well, 16 times 2 is 32, plus another 16 is going to be 48 centimeters squared. So to finish this question off, I've got to add those two shapes together. That is going to be 48 plus 10, which is 58 centimeters squared. So hopefully in this video you have learned how to work out the area of a kite, a parallelogram and trapezoid, and you have hopefully learned how to put those formulas together to find the area of compound shapes.